Hello ladies and gentlemen, this is Will from What's to East. Today I'm going to show you how to prepare this roll or meatloaf, which we call in Bulgaria roll Stefani. I don't know why, but doesn't matter. Many dishes are called some weird stuff. This is a favorite of my family and myself. It's a bit fancier and more complicated to prepare than most of the recipes that I usually show you. You can see one slice that I've cut here for you for the introduction. So as you can see, it's a sort of a meatloaf stuffed with different with carrots, some egg. There's also some sausages and pickles, and of course quite a bit of spices, since Bulgarian food tends to be spicy. Yeah, it's quite fast to prepare. It will take you probably about 1 hour tops altogether, from the preparation phase to the final phase. Well, maybe a bit more, an hour and 15 minutes I guess, because you have to boil the eggs and all that, so you can count that in. But anyways, it's quite fast, but slightly harder to prepare the roll and make it stick together and all that, but you'll see this in the preparation part of the video. So yeah, anyways, that's it for the introduction. Stay tuned for the ingredients. Alright, the ingredients. So there's two parts. Well, we can separate it in two parts, I guess. One is the main part, the meat. So I'm using ground meat, beef and pork. Feel free to change with whatever mixture of ground meat you prefer. So then we need 1 egg for the meat part, some breadcrumbs, and all the spices, which in this case is some savory, some parsley, salt, cumin, and ground black pepper. Oh yeah, and the onion as well. Then for the filling, you need a carrot, 2 sausages or more depending on how much you'll be cooking, and 2 more eggs, and the pickles. Yeah, pickles. And then for the finish, for the last part, some ground cheese, or any other cheese that you would put on top of something to get it melted. So I think this is it for the ingredients. So we're gonna move on to the preparation. Okay, so now where to begin? In order to gain some time, we'll try to make a couple of things at the same time. So what you should do at this point is clean up your carrot, and take 2 of the eggs and get them to boil together with the carrot in a little bit of salted water, until you get hard boiled eggs. And in the meantime, while they're cooking, we'll get the meat prepared. So I'm gonna prepare my carrot and the eggs, and then I'm gonna show you how to prepare the meat. Right, next, onion. Clean the onion and chop it in very small pieces. Preferably use a chopper, electric chopper, so that you can get nice small pieces, because if the pieces are big, the meat will not stick together. So yeah, onion time. Alright, now for the meat part. What we're gonna do is basically put all the spices in. So as usual, it's to taste, add as much as you prefer. Black pepper, the parsley, which is kind of stuck. Okay, the savory. salt. And a bit of cumin. Then add a couple of tablespoons of breadcrumbs. Yeah, I should probably do it. Now the onion, see how finely it's chopped. It's a lot different from a meatballs preparation, basically, with a couple of differences like the breadcrumbs. And now the egg, the raw egg. And now you just have to mix it all together until it's properly mixed. Now the thing is, this is best done by using your hands. So just make sure you wash your hands well enough, and don't be afraid to mix it, even if it's not the prettiest thing, but that's how it works in the kitchen. So just carefully mix everything together like that, squeezing it. Make sure all the ingredients go around. The meat, if you're using two types of meat, is well mixed together as well. And once you're done mixing it, you can leave it for about 10 minutes, basically the time that your eggs and the carrot need to boil and cool off, because you have to get them cooled enough that you can touch them. So once they're done boiling, don't hesitate to change the water with cold water and leave them cool off for a while. So yeah, see you in a couple of minutes. Okay, now time for the main preparation part. Now the eggs and the carrot are already cool. As you can see, I removed the what's it called? The skin of an egg, whatever, forgot the name. And yeah, to boil it, I had to cut the carrot in two. Now in this part, we have to cut some of the ingredients in smaller pieces. So I'm gonna start with the carrot. I'm gonna cut it on the long side in two, and then I'm gonna try and make like finger-shaped slices like that. Actually, yeah, I guess I took a carrot that's way too big, but we won't need all that much for this dish, but you can always save it for another. So try and make fingers like that from the carrot. We'll see how much we're gonna use when we get to it. Okay, so leave this here. Next, some of the pickles. Pickles, just cut them in half. This usually is enough, unless you're using very large pickles, the Russian style pickles. If you're using small like these, just cut them in half. Basically, you want it to be about the same size as the carrot slices. So cut a couple. If I need, I can always cut some more later on. That. Next, the egg. Now the egg you should try and cut in 4. Like that. Now this one's okay, but the other one didn't boil all that well. Sadly, that happens. Damn, yeah, it's actually the the yellow of the egg came out from one side, so I don't know what to do with it. I guess I'm gonna try and cut it still and salvage what I can from it, but it will be a bit of a patchwork. Right. Anyways, this is for this part of the preparation. I'm gonna put this to the side, and now you'll need a baking pan, big one that is appropriate for the amount of meat that you're preparing. Now in my case I know that this one will be okay, and it's also anti-sticky one, Teflon covering, so this is always nice. And now there are two ways to do this, to make the roll. You can either use tin foil or a moist towel. It's up to you. If you have a towel to waste, I mean, once you use it you have to wash it. Use it. If not, you can always use tin foil. So basically what you have to do is try and get a piece which is slightly bigger than your cooking pan. Like that. And put it with the non-sticky side to the top. I'm going to put this to the side right now. Right, so now you take your meat and you spread it around the tin foil in size which basically will fit the cooking pan. You should try, as a guide, you should try and get it about 1 centimeter thick. So you can use your hands, you can use some other tools to spread it. Try to make it even. So it's not always very easy. But the egg which we put in the meat helps it stick together. And this is why I also told you to chop the onion quite thin, so that it doesn't make big chunks inside the meat and break it apart. So we have to make an oval shape out of it to obtain like a meatloaf roll, or whatever you prefer to call it in the end. You can always measure with your cooking pan, sorry, frying pan. Try to not have thinner parts, because it will be hard to close it and it might break up around the thin parts. So just push it in and spread it evenly. The best is a spoon, because it's soft at the bottom and helps you get it well spread without breaking it. So this will probably do, I guess. Yeah, just gonna try and make it equally large, all sides. Okay, I think this is it. So now you just have to put the chopped ingredients in the middle somehow. It's up to you how you're gonna organize them, but what you can do is start with the smaller pieces. So start somewhere in the middle like that and go all the way to the other side. Have to get pieces that fit well. Now the decoration part is entirely up to you how you're gonna organize it. You can press them a bit so that they stick inside the meat like that. Then I'm gonna try and use the egg. There's always some ingredients left at the end, so don't worry about it, it's normal. And next, the sausages. Well, if they fit. Yeah, I guess this will. So I have to do. It's a bit too long. Yeah, okay. Now you can add as much ingredients as you want. You just have to keep in mind that the goal here is to close it and that it stays closed. So don't overdo it. I guess I'm gonna leave it like that for now. So now using the foil, just try and do it quick enough. Yep, I got some of the eggs. This is the hardest part, but try and close it like that. Now, this is what I'm trying to do to get the meat to close without losing the whole ingredient on all the sides. So once you get it almost okay, just close it well and try to press it together. It should end up sticking like that, and hopefully it will stay in one piece. Now, when you have it like that, well, there's a bit of egg coming out, but whatever, doesn't matter. Try and carefully put it in your cooking pan and roll it out so that the part where it's closed, which in my case I guess is here somewhere, is at the bottom. So just roll it out and then gently put it somewhere in the middle of your baking pan. Right? So this doesn't look all that bad now. If you have to, you can shape it a little bit, but this is mostly fine, I guess. So this is almost ready now. Before you put it in the oven, just sprinkle it with some breadcrumbs. This is mostly for eye pleasure rather than taste, but it looks nice. And anyways, we're gonna add some cheese on top of that later on. So preheat your oven to 155, 190 degrees Celsius, which is something in Fahrenheit, which I put in a notation. Add about 2 fingers or 1 finger of water and about 1 tablespoon of oil in your cooking pan, and leave it cooking for about 45 minutes, when to which point we're gonna add the cheese. So putting this in the oven, and I'm gonna show you when we put the cheese. Alright, it's time for the final part now. It's been about 45 minutes since I put this to cook. You can see what it looks like right now. So now I'm just gonna add some of the cheese. I'm gonna sprinkle it on top, and then I'm gonna leave it for about 10 minutes until the cheese melts nicely, and then it's done. So see you after the break. Alright, and we're back. Now the dish is ready. Here you can see how it looks like with the grilled cheese on top. So I'm gonna try and cut a slice from the middle of it so that you can see better the shape of it, because the ends it's not all that easy to see. You can see it also loses a bit of its size. I guess it's because of the fat of the meat melting. So keep that in mind. It will not be as big as when you first put it in the oven. So just trying not to damage my baking pan. I'm gonna try and gently cut it. Okay. So just before I cut the slice, you can see it's super hot still. So there you can see the inside of it with the different pieces of vegetables inside. So now I'm just gonna cut a normal slice here, put it in the dish. So you better see the final product. Now this is best served with mashed potatoes, I prefer, or French fries, even rice can do, I guess, or fresh salad, whatever. There are many things, but mashed potatoes is usually the thing to go for. So this is what I will be using in this case. So there you go, a piece. It's quite nice, I guess, visually as well, and it has many different things inside, which makes it a decent dish for some celebration thingy or whatever. Just sometimes when you want to prepare something more fancy than a regular everyday dish. So yeah, that's it for this meatloaf or roll or whatever you prefer to call it, doesn't matter. Anyways, hope you like it and see you soon at What's to Eat.